Hello everyone, I'm Heather Dawson and it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. Well, we've got a fun fact for you. According to 50states.com, the Country Store in Baker has sold more winning California state lottery tickets than any outlet in the state, which is pretty lucky considering that California is larger than 85 of the smallest nations in the world. Well, maybe that's why California Life has so much interest around the world. In fact, we are now airing across the globe with international coverage in Australia, Asia, and the military. So let's take a journey overseas, where the Chinese economy has doubled in the past 7 years, and experts say it's now home to 1.5 million new millionaires. While many upper class are looking for luxury items like high-end fine wines, China's growing middle class is exploring more mid-range wines. Now combine all this, and it's no wonder why wine exports crushed international sales records in 2011. And reporting for the award-winning wine channel Wino TV, California Life's Monique Soltani heads to Hong Kong to cover the Hong Kong International Wine and Spirits Fair and finds out why California winemakers are increasingly more interested in the area where the wine business is booming.
We're here at the Hong Kong International Wine and Spirits Fair, where 950 exhibitors from over 30 countries have come to show off their stuff, including the grape state of California. I am thrilled to be joined by Tom Pillsbury of De Mol Winery. Holy smokes, what brings you to Hong Kong?
Really what got us on the map over here was 2 years ago, the White House selected our 2008 Russian River Chardonnay to be served at the state dinner, hosting Hu Jintao, the president of China, and Obama was hosting it. The media over here and around the world got a hold of it, and our phones started ringing like crazy, and so here we are.
So we're here in Hong Kong. I normally say cheers at the end of any video, but do they say gung bai? Gung bai? What is it? Gung bai. What does that mean?
It means bottoms up, and you're expected to finish your glass.
How about half the glass? Gung bai.
Gung bai.
Bottoms up. We are now giving you a taste of the wines of Germany.
Germany is a really small wine country. We produce just 10 million hectoliter. Fortunately, in Hong Kong, we have a really good success in the last years with Riesling, which is our main grape variety. We have more than 21,000 hectares planted with Riesling. This is more than 60% of the world production. And you know, Riesling is such a versatile grape variety, which is such a good food partner. And people are crazy, meanwhile, worldwide for Riesling.
Everybody loves Riesling. My mom loves Riesling. She says, give me a Riesling any day of the week. But a lot of people think Riesling, they think super sweet, but that's not what we're talking about here.
No. For example, in the glass, we have here a Riesling Classic, which means it's a dry style Riesling. The Germans produce more dry Riesling, dry wines in general. 60% of our production, more than 60%, is in a dry style. But in the United States, for example, in the exportation, the sweeter styles dominate, just because the market demands sweeter styles.
You got that U.S. market, you got to go for the drier demands. I'm from California. What's the German wine region like? Do you get a lot of tourists? Can people go visit the wineries there?
Yes, this is not just producing wine. They also accommodate and welcome guests to stay, and they offer tastings. They have some restaurants on site. They organize festivals to attract people from all over the world. Wine drinking must be fun. If you have a good company and you are visiting the regions, know where the wine is growing, see the people behind, this is much more interesting for people.
I always say wine's about people. It's a belly-to-belly business.
Yeah.
Cheers. How do you say cheers in German?
Zum Wohl.
Zum Wohl?
Zum Wohl. Yes.
Zum Wohl. What does that mean?
À votre santé, to your health.
Zum Wohl, to your health. And I am thrilled to be joined by Hong Kong's very own Stephen Jarre.
Portrait Winemakers and Distillers is Hong Kong's only premium distillery and winery. It's sort of on the edge of the biggest market of the world. China right now is a burgeoning market, and it's burgeoning in an area that's exciting. It's sort of the mid-tier. We have the advantage of, or let's say a tax advantage of selling our wines and certainly selling our spirits into China on a tax-free basis under the free trade agreement between Hong Kong and China.
You've been here for about 3 years. What made you decide to make the move to Hong Kong in the first place?
Entry into Hong Kong is very easy in terms of anything imported. And our fruit comes here, it's flown here or by ship. It's a very simple port to deal with. So fruit gets into the winery immediately, we can process it quickly, and then under the free trade agreement we can process it into wine or spirits and then sell it into China.
Did you ever think you'd be living here 4 years ago?
No, I did not. I did not think I was going to be living here, but I dig it. It's a great city. It's a city that breathes money and it breathes fashion and it breathes excitement, and it's truly the Manhattan of in every sense of the word, of Asia.
Stephen, huge accolades, Time Magazine. Talk a little bit about that.
It was lots of fun. They love the wine and they love the story. We had a great release with you guys last night at the winery commemorating Hong Kong, and we are Hong Kong's, I guess, leading edge producers. So Time Magazine went high five. This is a great fun. They drank way too much wine. Maybe that's why they printed the cover story. I don't know.
So there's sort of a tradition. I like to close my stories with saying cheers, but we have a different tradition here. In Hong Kong, we do a gambay. Is that
a
right?
lovely tradition where it's a sign of friendship, and I know both hands for you, as it were.
Okay.
And with that is always a toast to the toaster, the presenter. So I'd like to certainly welcome you to Hong Kong. I wish you great success with your program, and Portrait Winemakers and Distillers is always there for you and your great viewers. And gambay.
Gambay, and we got to pound it, right?
Way down. There we go.
Now what?
You are from China.